Hello, Bl'Artagnan here with, well, a little something special. We've all been talking about how broken Garnet is, and I wanted to see for myself just how high I could push those numbers. So what we have here is a pretty optimized setup with Garnet, Machina, and Twins. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, leave a comment down below, ring that notification bell, shilling it out of the way. Let's get into the burst phase. So, this is, as I said, a highly optimized setup. We got the Kurasame, we got the Fran in the party applying the main version of her debuff, swapping out for Twins. We got Little Set Call for extra HP damage up. We got the Garnet, Twins, and Machina stacked burst effects all in effect, and of course the Rain's Call. So you could say, hey, this isn't very, practical because it's super duper optimized. You could argue though that Machina is all about an optimized burst phase. The entire point of the character really is just to get as much damage out of that burst phase as possible. So why the heck not? And beyond that, for this fight in particular, the Kled Lost Chapter, or event, not Lost Chapter yet. Ooh, million damage, woo! You have to keep in mind as well that I actually had to, hold back to get to this point. This burst effect, or this burst phase was killing them before I finished it, which actually reduced the number at the end. So, basically, one of them would die before the finisher would go off, and so it would reduce the number. So I wanted to see how big a final number could I get. And so we had to actually really slow roll it. We actually let them take turns, brave attack, just stupid things to get into the right position where everything was set up and we were ready to go without them actually dying during the course of it to maximize that number. You can see here the refund from Garnet is fantastic with the launches and stuff. It's great. Twins not actually capping their brave with all the brave reduction, which is kind of interesting. So in theory, I guess there's some ways to make this go higher if you really want to juice it even more. I'm sure you can figure out a way. You're an intrepid fella, I'm guessing, or an intrepid lady or lad. So if you want to do some more science and go even higher than this, that'd be pretty darn awesome. But in the meantime, this is going to be my personal best. Of course, with a 3-target fight, it would be even more. But I tried it in Queen's Lost Chapter, and that just they just exploded by themselves. That's you notice we also set up the Garnet overhead, so it would proc twice during the burst phase. If you go into a burst plus phase with 4 or 3 stacks, then there you go, you get 2 procs of it, which is great. And there you go, both of them dying. 19 million damage, goodness gracious, that's a new personal best. Well, I hope you enjoyed this fun little science experiment. I sure did. Big numbers, always a good time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.